Hey there, guys. I'm alive and I'm back. I actually haven't been gone that long. I think my last video was 2 weeks. Actually, it's close to 2 weeks, but yeah, I've been sick. I had COVID. Had it for about, well, 8 or 9 days. I really felt it. I started kind of recovering about 3, 4 days ago. Got a little progressively better each day and tested negative yesterday, and I'm gonna test again tomorrow. But yeah, I just haven't even thought about wanting to make any videos. I've just kind of been zoned out I was zoned out there for about 8 or 9 days. Let's see, what did I have? I had fever, I had body aches, I had headaches off and on. They weren't splitting headaches, but there were kind of this pressure in my head, and I definitely didn't even feel like looking at my phone or my gadgets or anything. I'd check them a few times a day just to kind of alleviate the boredom, but mostly I laid on the couch and just watched garbage TV and kind of tuned out. Watched YouTube at night. Let's see, what else did I have? I said I had fever, I had headaches, I had body aches. Oh, a lot of fatigue. My energy is still taking a little while to come back. It'll feel good if I do test negative again tomorrow, which I totally expect. I'll at least start going back to the YMCA and walk. My legs, I need to walk. I tell you what, my legs I think I had more aches in my legs than anything else. Oh, and also too, I had zero appetite, and my appetite is coming back kind of slowly. It's not like I don't have appetite, but I can just, like I had breakfast this morning, and it's about 2 o'clock right now, and I haven't even thought about, I'm almost like, okay, I need to go eat. I can eat, but I could really go the rest of the day without eating. Fortunately, it didn't just like totally decimate my weight. I didn't lose as much weight as I thought I would. My metabolism has slowed down a little bit in the last year or so. Thank God. I used to have to eat like a maniac just to not be just absolutely rail thin. But yeah, that was just it. Just kind of, oh, and also too, because if there's some raw people here, you might be wondering what kind of magical things I did to get well along the way. I didn't do any magical things along the way. I stayed hydrated, I took Tylenol, and I took NyQuil at night. Now I limited them. I think you can take both of them. You're not supposed to take them together, which I didn't, but you're supposed to take them like every 6 hours. I tried to stretch that out. And some days, if I didn't have a headache during the day, and my fever would usually kick up later afternoon and in the evening, I wouldn't take them during the day. But yeah, I'm not a good sick person. I haven't been sick a lot in my life, and I am not the person to lay around and just suffer and let it leave my body. So yeah, I just basically did basic stuff like that. Hydrated, treated the fever, treated the headache, and just waited for it to get itself out of my body. And like I say, about Friday. Today is Tuesday, just for reference. Friday, it was like the first day I felt like, ooh, I don't feel like death warmed over today. And still had fever, still had a bit of headache. I think I had a headache that night. And then Saturday, a little bit better. Sunday, a little bit better. And then yesterday, I wake up, I feel mostly not sick anymore. It feels like you don't have the sickness part of it, but there's some hangover to it. I'm like I say, I just don't have any energy. Kind of lethargic. I'm kind of like need a jump start to get me going again. I'm about to get out of the house here in a little while. I'm still, like I say, until I take a second test tomorrow, I'm not going to get around people, but I'm going to get out here in a little bit and at least ride around a little bit, maybe go to the park and sit outside there. But yeah, it's good to be back. Missed you guys. Got some videos coming up. I'll do some videos this week. Got a couple of smoothies that I've stumbled across. Something else too. I think that's probably why I've developed several breakfast smoothies that I really like during this sickness, because Another thing that happened to me too, and I'm noticing today, I don't taste it as bad. I didn't lose my smell and taste, but I had the absolute worst. I've had the absolute worst taste in my mouth for like 10 or 11 days. Yesterday, I still had it completely, and I'm sure I'll probably have a little bit of it today. But it just basically felt like I had drank raw sewage. I mean, it was just foul, foul. Couldn't get that taste out of my mouth. In fact, it'll be interesting. I haven't actually eaten one since the day that I kind of had that reaction, but bananas changed totally for me. The taste was totally different. They smelled different. I noticed one day I was making a smoothie and I smelled it, and I'm like, ew, something wrong with this banana? And I'm like, no, it's perfect banana. And I broke off a little bit and ate it, and I'm like, ew, that is not very good. But they weren't bad enough. The taste didn't change enough to where it really affected smoothies. So that's why I probably, kept some of the weight on with smoothies this last week. I've been having a big smoothie every single morning, even since I've been sick. And I use a little bit of frozen fruit, some not frozen fruit. And it just really was just very refreshing. Excuse me, with all that going on in my body. Didn't have a lot of, I had a little bit of congestion. My nose was stopped up a little bit at night. Didn't have any coughing, didn't have any breathing problems, although I practice breathing exercises a lot, and I do a lot of deep breathing, so I just did that a lot. Sometimes when I was sitting on the couch, just not laying on the couch, not feeling good, I would just breathe. Breathe in for 4 counts, breathe out for 6 counts, and just see how my lungs felt. But yeah, it was a little break from here, but I'm back. No fuss, no muss, no fuss. I'm sure by the end of this week, I'm sure by the weekend, I think by the weekend I should be 100% back to myself, getting back in the gym. Like I say, it's funny because I was out of the gym for so long, but I had gotten to feeling so good being back in and getting walking too. I walk 8,000, up until I got sick, I started back. I walk 8,000 steps every day. And that, I don't even consider that exercise. That's in addition to, me going to the gym and doing cardio and stuff like that. So I just realized all that walking and working out my legs and the movement that I'd been doing just really made my legs start feeling good. And I'll tell you, there were some days where I just had cramps and pains and my calves were hurting, and I'm like, man, all I want to do is go walk. Probably would have walked a little bit the last 2 or 3 days if it wasn't so ungodly hot here. I mean, that's why, I walk at the Y. I walk on their track at the Y because it's just ridiculous hot right now. When the fall comes, it'll be nice to get back to walking outside again, but you do what you do. But missed you guys. More videos to come this week. Thanks for everybody that reached out and asked me, what was going on. And yeah, see you here again probably tomorrow or the next day. Peace.